exercise 3.4. And the question last class we also discussed about common factors and common multiples and also about co-prime numbers. What will be co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers means that two numbers having only one of their common factor, then we say that the numbers are co-prime numbers. And in exercise 3.4, question number 6. So question number 6, a number is divisible by both 5 and 12, by which other numbers will that number be always divisible? So a number is divisible by 5 and 12. 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers. The question of exercise 3.4. Question number 6. Here two numbers are 5 and 12. 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers because they have only one of their common factors. So we can say that these numbers are co-prime numbers. Let us see the factors of 5. Factors of 5 are 5 comes under the table of 1. Then in the table of 5, 1 and 5 are the factors of 5. And the next number is 12. Factors of 12 are 12 comes under the table of 1. Then it's an even number, so it comes under the table of 2. Then in the table of 3, the table of 4, the table of 6 and the table of 12. So these are the factors of 12. And here the common factors of 5 and 12 are only 1. Only one is the common factor of 5 and 12. Then we can say that 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers. If a number is divisible by any two co-prime numbers, then the number is also divisible by the product of the two co-prime numbers. So 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers. So a number is divisible by 5 and 12. Then the number is also divisible by the product of these two numbers. The product of these two numbers means we multiply 5 into 12 and we get 60. So the number is also divisible by 60. Okay, because these two numbers are co-prime numbers. If a number is divisible by any two co-prime numbers, then the number is also divisible by the product of that two co-prime numbers. So the answer of question number 6 is, if a number is divisible by both 5 and 12, then the number is also divisible by the product also. And the product is 5 into 12, we get 60. So the number is also divisible by 60. And the question number 7. Question number 7. A number is divisible by 12. By what other numbers will that number be divisible? A number is divisible by 12. A number is divisible by 12. By what other numbers will that number be divisible? If a number is divisible by 12, then the number is also divisible by the factors of that number also. So here the number is divisible by 12, then the number is also divisible by the factors of 12. Okay, so a number is divisible by any of other number, then the number is also divisible by the factors of that number. So here 12 is the number and any of the number. A number is divisible by 12 and also the number is also divisible by the factors of 12. So we want to find the factors of 12. So factors of 12. So the factors of 12 comes under the table of 1 and it's an even number, so it comes under the table of 2 and 12. So also comes under the table of 3. 4 3s are 12. Then in the table of 4. Then 12, in the table of 6, then 12. So these are the factors of 12 and here the number is divisible by 12 and also the number is divisible by the other factors of 12. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so this is the answer of question number 7. Answer of question number 7. The number which is divisible by 12 will also be divisible by its factors. Okay. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. The answer of question number 7 in exercise 3.4. So exercise 3.4 is over. Then we study about prime factorization. Okay, prime factorization. Prime factorization means if a number is expressed in the product of any two numbers, then we can say that that number is factorized. For example, we can write 12 as the product of 6 and 4. 6 into 4, we get 24. We write 24 as the product of 6 and 4. Right? 24 as the product of any two numbers, that means 6 into 4. Then we can say that 24 is factorized as 6 into 4. So, in another way, 24 is also factorized into 2 into 12, 2 into 12 and 3 into 18. 2 into 12 we also get 24 and 3 into 8 we also get 24. These are the factorized form of 24. 24 can be factorized as 6 into 4. Factorized means a number can be written as the product of any two numbers. Then we can say that that number is factorized. Here 24 is factorized as the product of 6 into 4. Then 24 is factorized as 6 into 4 and 2 into 12 and 3 into 8. In these three ways we get 24. Okay. And also we factorize the 6 into 4 as, first we factorize the 6. 6 factorized as 2 into 3 and into, next number is 4. Okay. And next we factorize the 4. 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So we can write as 2 and 3. 2 into 3. Then the number is 4. 4 can be factorized into 2 into 2. 4 can be factorized into 2 into 2. And 2 and 3 are, here the numbers, two numbers are 2 and 3 only. So these two numbers are prime numbers. So we can say that 24 is prime factorized. Okay, and this is called a prime factorization. If the numbers are only prime numbers, then we can say that these numbers can be prime factorized. So this is called a prime factorization. And next 2 into 12. And also we write in an order. First we write all 2's together. 2 into 2 into 2. Then 3 2's, then 3. So 24 can be prime factorized as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay. First we write the product of two numbers expressed in the terms of product of two numbers, that is 6 into 4. Then we first factorize the 6. 6 can be done as the product of 2 and 3, that is 2 into 3 and into 4. Then 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So the next number is 4. So we can factorize the 4 as we can write a product of 4 as 2 into 2. So we can write 2 into 3 into 4, write 4 as 2 into 2. And then in an order 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Then the next thing is 2 into 12. Okay, 24 is also written as the form of 2 into 12. We take the product of 12 into 2, we get 24. So 24 can be factorized in the terms of the product of 2 into 12. And also we return as the another for 2 into 12 can be factorized in the form of 6 into 2. Okay, or 2 into 6. 2 into 6 we get 12. Then we write 6 as, we express the 6 in the terms of product of 2 into 3. Here we get the same prime factorization, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Here also 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay. And the next factorization method is 3 into 8. 3 into 8 we also get 24. Then 3 is a prime number, so we write 3 here. Then we can write the 8 as the product of 2 into 4. 2 into 4. And 2 is a prime number. And 3 into 2 into 2. 4 is the product of 2 into 2. 2 2's are 4. So we can write as 2 into 2. So we can get, first we write the 2's, 2 into 2 into 2, then into 3. So in the 3 mothers expressed in the terms of product of any two numbers, then we can say that number can be factorized. Then we factorize in the terms of factorize each of the numbers, we get prime numbers only. Then we can say that the number is prime factorized also, or this is called prime factorization. Here in the last step we get only 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Then we can say that 24 get prime factorized, or this is the prime factorization of 24. Okay, so 24 can be prime factorized into 3 ways: 6 into 4, 2 into 12, 3 into 8. Let us look at another example for prime factorization. Study about prime factorization. Prime factorization. And next example, 36. First we factorize the 36 in 4 ways. That is, take any two product of any two numbers, we get 36. So we take 2 and 18. The product of 2 and 18, we get 36. 2 and 18, we get 36. And 3 into 12. 3 into 12. 3 2s are 6. 1 3 is 3. So we get 36. And the product of 4 into 9. Also we get 36, and 36 can also be factorized in the terms of product of 6 into 6. These are the three methods used in the factorization of 36. Then we also factorize the 2 prime number. So we write 2 then into 18. 18 is the product of 2 into 9. 2 into 9. And here 2 is a prime number. So 2 into 9. 9 is the product of 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. So we can write the product of 3 into 3. We get 9. And 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So we can stop here. And this is the prime factorization of 36. And next way, 3 into 12. Okay, so 3 is a prime number. Into 12. 12 can be written in the form of product of 2 into 6 or 6 into 2. Okay. Then 3 and 2 are prime numbers. So we write 3 and 2 here. Then 6 can be factorized in the product of 2 into 3. Okay. 2 into 3 we get 6. Then here we write in the order 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So we get the same answer, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So this is the prime factorization of 36. In another way, here 4 into 9. 9 4s are 36. And first number is 4. 4 is not a prime number. So we can write the product in terms of product. Then here product of 2 into 2 we get 4. So we can write 2 into 2 into the next number is 9. Then here 2 and 2 are prime numbers, and 3 9 can be written in the terms of 3 into 3. The product of 3 into 3 we get 9. So we get 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So we can stop our prime factorization here. And here we get the same answer, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Okay. And next way, 6 into 6 we get 36. Here 6 is not a prime number. So we can factorize here as is. 6 can be written in the product, the terms of product of 2 into 3. And here 6, 2 into 3. The 6 also can be written in product of 2 into 3. And write in the product 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. And we get the same answer as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. And we can write as prime factorization of 36 is is called prime factorization of a number. Okay, and we get at the end of the factorization we get only prime numbers. Then we can say that that number is prime factorized. And the prime factorization of 36 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Okay. Then we just go to the another portion. Next is factor tree. We also studied about factor tree in your previous classes. Just even that factor tree. If a number is given, we want to express in the terms of expressed in factor tree, then we can write as the number given is 90. Number given is 90, and we can write the 90 as a factor tree in the form of factor tree. So we take the product. Okay. If we take the product of any of the product of two numbers, we get 19. Which are the numbers? 10 into 9, we get 90. 10 into 9, we get 90. Then 10 can be also factorized as the product of 5 and 2. Then here 9. And we factorize the 3 into 3. Here we can see that last step we get 5, 2, 3, 3. So these are prime numbers. So we can stop here. And this is the factor tree of 90. Factor tree of 90. For another example, 12. The first step, we take the product of 12 can be expressed in the terms of product of 6 into 2. Here 2 is a prime number, so stop here. Then 6 can be written as product of 2 into 3. The factor tree of 12. Okay. Next question. Draw the factor tree of 8. Factor tree of 8. So, we take the product of any two numbers, we get 8. The numbers are 4 and 2. And 2 is a prime number, so stop here. Then 4. 4 can be expressed in the terms of product of 2 into 2. So we get prime numbers. So this is the factor tree of 8. Okay. And the next portion, prime factorization. Prime factorization we also studied as 24. First factorized as 6 into 4, then 12 into 2, and 3 into 8. Then we also factorize 2 into 3 into 4, then 2 into 3 into 2 into 2, we get 4. So prime factorization of 24 is 2 into 3. So in another way, we use division method. Okay. Prime factorization of 24 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. This can be also done by division method. In division method, first we divide the number by 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. Okay. Prime number, divide the number by prime numbers. That is the smallest prime then we divide 12 by 2. Then we divide 12 by 2. We get how many 2s are 12? 6 2s are 12. So we write 6 here. 6 2s are 12. Then 6 is also an even number. Then we divide 6 by 2. Then we get how many 2s are 6? 3 2s are 6. Here 3 is a prime number. So stop here. Or 3 is divided by 3. Then we get 1. So we can write prime factorization of 24 as the product of 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So we take the product of the prime numbers. Okay. So we can write the prime factorization of 24 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay. 2 into. Next we also divide it with the 2. Then the next digit is 2. Then here we use 3. So we get the same answer 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, and by division method we also get 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So another example 36. 36 can you also solve the prime factorization of 36 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So let us check the answer if it is correct or not by division method. Okay. Is 36 is an even number or not? 36 is an even number. Okay. The number is end with 6. So this number is an even number. So we divide the number by 2. Okay. 2 is a prime number and here the number is even number. So we divide the number by 2. So we write 2 here. Then we divide 36 by 2. We get 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. Here first digit is 3. So we take 1. 1 2 is 2 and 3 minus 2 we get remainder 1. 1 and 6 we together read as 16. And how many 2s are 16? 8 2s are 16. So simply 18 into 2 we get 36. 36 by 2. 36 by 2. 1 2 is 2. Remainder 1. 6. 8 2s are 16. 0. Okay. We can do any way. And 18. 18 is also an even number. So we use 2. Divide 18 by 2. Then we get how many 2s are 18? 9 2s are 18. So write 9 here. Okay, 9 2s are 18. And 9 is not an even number. So we cannot divide 9 by 2. And we use the prime number 3. So 9 is in the table of 3. And we use divide 9 by 3. And we get how many 3s are 9? 3 3s are 9. So we write 3 here. So the number is divisible by also 3 and we get 1. Okay. So the prime factorization of 36 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So we get the prime factorization of 36 by that as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 by division method. Prime factorization of 3 as 2 into 2 into then 3 into 3. 3 into 3. So we get the same answer 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. We get the same answer by division method, that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Okay, this is division method. So prime factorization method and this is the division method. And next question. Find the prime factorization of 980. Okay. So we now use division method. 980. And the digits in the one place is 0. So it is an even number. We use division method. It's an even number. here 0. 490. Okay, we write 490 here. Then 490 is also an even number because 0 is at the one space, so we can say that this is an even number. So we use 2 for dividing 490. Okay. Then we get 490 by 2. We get first digit is 2. How many 2s are 4? 2 2s are 4. Then the next digit is 9. Then the table of 2. 9 is not coming. So 8 is coming just before 9. That is 4 2s are 8. Then 9 minus 8. 1. Then we get 10. 5 2s are 10. Okay. So we get 245. So here 5 is at the ones place, so it's not an even number. Okay. So this is divided by 5. 245 is divisible by 5. So we divisible. 245 is divisible by 5. So we use 5. 5 is also a prime number. Okay. Prime number means the number having only 2 factors, that is 1 and the number itself. Okay. So here we use only prime numbers for factorization. Factorization by division method. Here 245 is divisible by 5. So we divide 245 by 5. Then we get 49. Yes, 49 is divisible by 7. 7 is also a prime number. Okay. And we get 7. And here 7 we get 1. Okay, so we can stop here. Then we get prime factorization of 980 as these are the prime numbers that we used for the division method, that is which are 2. First digit is 2. Then into next one is 2. Then next digit is 5. Next digit is 7. Then next one is 7. So this is the prime factorization of 980. 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 7. Okay. So the next portion is exercise 3.5. So now we can solve our exercise 3.5. Exercise 3.5. In your textbook page number 61. 61. Take your textbook and look at the questions and read the questions carefully. Okay. And the first part is true or false. Which of the following statements are true? Here some statements are given and we can say that the statements are true or false. Okay. Let us see. First statement. Question. If a number is divisible by 3. If a number is any number. If a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. If a number is divisible by 3, then the number must be divisible by 9. It's true or false? It's false. If we can take 6 as the number, 6 can be divisible by 3. 6 by 3 we get 2 3s are 6. We get the remainder 0. So we can say that 6 is divisible by 3. And here, and 6 is not divisible by 9. 6 is less than 9. So we can say that 6 is not divisible by 9. So this statement is false. If a number is divisible by 3, then that number not be divisible by 9. So the statement is false. Example, we can divisible by 6, divisible 6 by 3, but 6 cannot be divisible by 9. And the second statement, if a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. If a number is divisible by 9. Take any number that is divisible by 9. Take a number from the table of 9. So we take 9. 9 is divisible by 9. 1 9 is 9 and we get the remainder 0. So 9 is divisible by 9. And here it must be divisible by 3. Or check 9 by 3. 3 3s are 9. So we get the remainder 0. So we can say that it also divisible by 3. And take another number 18. 18 is divisible by 9. 2 9s are 18. We get the remainder 0. So we can say that 18 is divisible by 9. And here 18 is also divisible by 3. 6 3s are 18 and we get the remainder 0. So we can say that 18 is also divisible by 3. So if we take any number that is divisible by 9, then it also must also divisible by 3. Okay, so the statement is true. And the next statement C. Statement is a number is divisible by 18. A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. If a number is divisible by 18, if it is divisible by both the 3 and 6. We take any number that is divisible by 3 and 6. 30. 30 is divisible by 3 and 6. And we get 30 by 3, we get the answer 10 and answer 10 and the remainder will be 0. And we divide 30 by 6, we get 5. So 30 is divisible by both the 3 and 6, but it is not divisible by 18. 13 is not divisible by 18. So the statement is false. Okay, the number is divisible by 18. If it is divisible by both the 3 and 6, the statement is false because a number is divisible by 3 and 6. If the number not divisible by 18. Here 30 is divisible by both the 3 and 6, but 30 is not divisible by 18. So the statement is false. Then the statement D. If a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 19. So if the numbers given here are 9 and 10. If a number is divisible by both 9 and 10, then the number is divisible by 19. Here we can see that 90 is the product of 9 and 10. Okay. And 9 and 10 are the co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers means the numbers having only one as their common factor. Then it is called the co-prime numbers. Here 9 and 10, we take the common factors. Factors of 9 are 1, 3, 9. And factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. Here 1 is the only common factor. Then we can say that these two numbers are co-prime numbers. And also if a number is divisible by any two co-prime numbers, then the number is also divisible by the product of co-prime numbers. Okay. Here 9 and 10 are co-prime numbers, and if a number is divisible by 9 and 10, and the number is also divisible by the product of 9 and 10. Product of 9 and 10 means 9 into 10 we get 90. So the number is also divisible by 90. Okay. So the number is co-prime numbers. Then the product of two co-prime numbers is the number is co-prime numbers is 90. So the number is also divisible by the product of co-prime numbers. So the statement is true. Okay. Then statement E. If two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them must be prime. If two co-prime numbers are, two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them must be prime. Is it true or false? It is false. If 15 and 12 we take, they are co-prime numbers, but they are not prime numbers, and these are composite, also composite numbers. So this statement is false. Then statement F. Statement is all numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. All numbers which are divisible by 4 must also divisible by 8. Is it true or false? See an example. If we take 12, a number 12, 12 is divisible by 4. We divide 12 by 4, we get 3 4s are 12 and we get the remainder 0. Then we can say that 12 is divisible by 4. And we also check that the number is also divisible by 8 or not. The number is 12 by 8. 1 is 8, 2 8s are 16. So the number is not divisible by 8. We get the remainder 4. So we can say that the number is not divisible by 8. So that statement is false. All numbers which are divisible by 4 not be divisible by 8. So the statement is false. And the statement page number 62. Remaining statements are statement G. Statement is all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. Is it true or false? If we take any one number that is divisible by 8, that number will also be divisible by 4 or not? Is it true or false? If we take the number as 8 is divisible by 8. Remainder 0. And 8 is also divisible by 4. 2 4s are 8. 0. And we take another number which is divisible by 8 here. 8 is 16. So 16 is also divisible by 8 and 16 is also divisible by 4. 4 4s are 16. Okay, so we can say that all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. So the statement is true. And the next statement, statement H. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide the sum. If any two numbers divides a number, if a number exactly divides any two numbers separately, then it must be the number exactly divides the sum of that two numbers. For example, we take any two numbers, that is 4 and 8. Okay, so we divide 4 by 2. Divides the two numbers by a number, and the number is 2. 4 by 2, we get 2, and the remainder becomes 0. So we can say that 4 is divisible by 2, and the next number is 8. 2, we get 0. So 4 and 8 are divisible by 2, and we take the sum of two numbers. The two numbers are 4 and 8. We take the sum of 4 and 8. So we add 4 plus 8. We get 12. 12 is also divisible by the number, that is 2. 6 2s are 12. We get 0. So if a number is exactly divisible by any two numbers, and the number is also exactly divides the sum of that two numbers. So the statement is true. And the statement I. If a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, if a number is exactly divides the sum of any two numbers, it must exactly 2. Okay, so the statement is false. So we can say that if a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it makes it not exactly divisible by the numbers separately. So these are the true or false statements, and the first statement is false. Then second one is true. C, false. Statement D is true. Then statement E is false. F is false. Then statement G is true. H is true. Then I is false. And the next question, the same exercise. Question number 2. Here are two different factor trees of 16. Which of them will write the missing numbers? Here a factor tree is given, and here are some missing numbers. So we want to find the missing numbers in the factor tree. Okay. So the two factor trees are about 60. So the factor tree is 16, and we return as the product of 6 and 10. Then here 2 is given. Here is a missing number. Here 10 is returned in the form of 5. Then here a missing digit. We want to find the missing digits. Okay. So 16 is returned as the product of 6 into 10. And here 6 is written as here 2 is here. 2 into, we multiply a number by 2, we get 6, which is the number 2 into 3. So we write 3 here. 2 into 3, 6. Okay. Here 10. 10, here 5 is given, and we multiply a number by 5, we get 10, which is the number 5 into 2. So we write 2 here. 5 into 2, we get 10. So this is the answer of first question. The next factor tree is also about 60. And 60 can be written as the factorized form of product of two numbers, that is 6 into 10, and also be written as another form as here 30 is given, and here is a missing digit, and here 10 is given. This is a missing digit. Here is 2 missing digits. Okay. So here 60. First we write 60 as the product of 6 into 10. 6 and 10. Here we write 60 as the product of 30 into 2. 30 into 2 we get 60. 2 is a prime number, so we stop here. Okay. And here 30. 30 can be written as the product of 10 into 3. We get 10 into 3, we get 30. And here 3 is a prime number, so stop here. Then 10. In these two numbers we used to multiply, we get 10. These are the two numbers. 5 into 2 or 2 into 5. And these are the prime numbers, so stop here. This is the factor tree of 60 in 2 ways. Okay. So question number 3. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? So in the prime factorization of a composite number, 1 and the number itself not included in the prime factorization of a composite number. The numbers that not included in the prime factorization of a composite number are 1 and the number itself. Okay. Then 1 and the number itself not included in the prime factorization of a composite number. And the next question is, write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of prime factors. And the greatest 4-digit number is, which is the greatest 4-digit number? Greatest 4-digit number is 9999. 99. First digit is 9. So how many 3s are 9? 3 3s are 9. Again 3 3s are 9. Again 9. 3 3s are 9. And another 3 3s are 9. Here 3s are come and 3 also divisible by 3. And how many 3s are 3? 1 3 is 3. Again 1 3 is 3. 1 3 is 3. Then again 1 3 is 3. Here 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. Again 3 3s are 9. Here 1 3 is 3. 1 3 is 3. Then 1 3 is 3. Again 1 3 is 3. So we get the trifactorization of 1111. This can be also divisible by 11. 11 is a prime number. Then we get 101. So we can say that the trifactorization of okay. Then the trifactorization of the latest 4-digit number can be expressed in the terms of 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. This is the trifactorization of the greatest number 9999. And the next question is question number 5. Write the smallest 5-digit number and expressed in the form of its prime factors. Write the smallest 5-digit number. It is the smallest 5-digit number. For writing the smallest number, we take 1. Then we put 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the smallest 5-digit number. 10,000 is the smallest 5-digit number, and we can want to express in terms of prime factors, and we use division method. And it is then 0 is at the ones place, so it's an even number. So we divide 10,000 by 2. We get here 10. 5 2s are 10. Then 0, 8, 0, 0. So also an even number because 0 is at the ones place, so we use 2. 2 2s are 4. Then 5 2s are 10. 0. We get 25,000 when we divide 5,000 by 2. Okay, then it's also an even number. So we divide 75,000 by 2. We get 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. Then 5 2s are 10. 0. So 0 is at the ones place. So it's also an even number. So we use prime number 2 for dividing the number. Then we get here 1 is less than 2. So we take 12. How many 2s are 12? 6 2s are 12. So 6 2s are 12. And the next number digit is 5. So 5 is not in the table of 2. And the number just comes before 5 is 4. 2 2s are 4. And 5 minus 4 we get remainder 1. And we get 10. How many 2s are 10? 5 2s are 10. Here 5 is at ones place. So it's not an even number and it is divisible by prime number 5. So we divide by 5. Then we get 1 5 is 5. Then we get 6 minus 5. 1 12. 2 5s are 10. Then 12 minus 10 we get remainder 2. So 25. 5 5s are 25. So also divisible by 5. Then we get 2 5s are 10. Then 12 minus 10 we get remainder 2. 5 5s are 25. Then it's also divisible by 5. Right, 5. So 5 5s are 25. So we get 1. Okay. So the prime factorization of 10,000 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay. This is the prime factorization of the smallest 5-digit number, that is 10,000. Okay. So 2 into here 5 and the last is 5. 2 and 5 are prime numbers. So this is the prime factorization of smallest 5-digit number 10,000. Okay, and we use here 2 because this number is even number and the smallest prime number is 2. So this is an even number, so we use 2 for dividing 10,000. Okay, so this is the prime factorization of 10,000. So the next questions we will discuss in our next class. So you should done your homeworks and done your homework and send to my WhatsApp. So today we will conclude our class. So thank you.